It is going to be round 5 onwards. All right, so round 5 and above, quarterfinals and above will be out. Nice job, Bumsy. Well done. All right, let's see what we got here. We do have the missile boat bringing in the double aperitif launchers, the double laser drones, versus the hyper-aggressive style of the double Zimmermans and the double stun needle launchers. We know at Xylem that both players are going to have a lot of flexibility with how they get away from their opponent, especially if Idea is going to be using the buildings as he is right now. There's a lot of opportunity to pop in and out, get those laser drones to block. It does look like, ooh, one of them will be... the laser drones not ended up going into those. However, all of the aperitifs do get locked down. One shot out from the stun missile launcher, or stun needle launcher, does hit Bolus, but unfortunately it does look like Idea is taking a bit of the brunt of the damage there. Those laser drones doing tremendous work here. Those long-range shotguns really trying to do the best that they can in terms of that long-range component. All right, so go ahead and both of these players here. We are all right, both players updated. All right, sorry about that. Fixing a few things. Idea very, very close to death here on this very, very first round. Bolus taking a little bit of damage here, down to about 66% HP, much more damage than he took in some of the previous engagements, but it does look like that is going to be able to, you know, come out with that victory there with the double missile build. Okay, sounds good. Sorry, it's flipping over here between Discord and the match here. Let's go ahead and watch this match here, and then we will deal with a few Discord things in between. We know that the Coral missile or the Coral engine builds are going to have a lot of capacity, but it may be very, very difficult to keep close. Ooh, strong aggression here by Bolas, doing something very, very unpredictable, coming in hyper aggressive with those kicks, and you know, putting a lot of surprise onto Idea. Idea taking damage from those aperitifs, which of course are invisible from our screen. Unfortunately, it is something that will hopefully be fixed here in the near future. Bola is continuing to do the runaway game. Took a lot of damage, both stagger and health, from those Zimmermans early on, but not able to really clutch it out. I know that against something like a light bipedal build, that would have done tremendous damage, but unfortunately it looks like just unable to finish that. All right, and then the last one that we are looking for is, I think that should be everyone right now. Please let me know if you do have any issues. If you're in the chat, I'd be happy to adjust. All right, so let's take a look at Idea's update. So interestingly, bringing in a bipedal build, coming in with the double aperitif, double vertical 5-stack plasma launcher. We know for an absolute fact that in this particular map, the plasma missile launchers are very, very good. Coming in for that kick is Bolus, but being very, very strong on the keep away game is Idea. Really trying to counteract a lot of that missile pressure with mobility here. Use the buildings to their advantage. So let's see how this is going to go. Both players only taking a little bit of chip damage here. A little bit of chip damage. Alright, sorry about that, dealing with a little Discord stuff. Alright, both players still had very, very high health. Bolas taking a little bit more chip damage than normal. It would be very, very interesting to see if that super keep away style, heavy duty speed coming out, is going to be able to fight against Bolas's, I guess, a little bit more we'll say, I don't want to say flexible, but a little bit more stationary relative to Idea's build here. Now, of course, for those of you who would say, yes, this is the peak of missile-based gaming, and I understand completely, but let's see what players can do to kind of counter this. I'm really interested to see what can end up countering the missile boats, because so far it's so difficult to counter them. Right? You have to get up close, but if you get up close, you get punished. If you stay far away, you know, you get punched down. Looks at the kick coming out for Bolus. Bolus now being forced to, you know, do the chasing here. And on top of that, does get a kickoff, I think I saw. He does get the kickoff, but wasn't able to do enough damage to follow up. And Idea is still ahead on health. Bolus down to about 80%. Idea probably at close to 90%. A little bit of aggression coming out here. Some chip damage coming off on Idea. And yep, you're absolutely right, Vox. Vox is absolutely right. It's got to be patience. It's got to be patience. There are 3-minute rounds. I know that that seems like a short amount of time, but when you're really in-game, it's so long. Especially because you can take so much damage in such a little amount of time that one mistake can, in fact, cost you the entire game. All right, taking a look at what's happening. Those laser drones are doing a bit, but not enough to really make a difference. And as I say that, Idea comes out with the HP lead with 5 seconds left. Those laser drones coming in absolute clutch for him. Idea had that entire round in the bag, and then those laser drones came in and saved them. So well done to both players. Patience on both sides. The absolute technique, and I say that truthfully, the technique of running a missile boat versus a missile boat and coming out with the HP lead at the very, very end there is incredibly high. I know it sounds like it's super easy and all you do is click the buttons, but you have to think about the environment. You have to think about your mobility, your movement, your generator output, and how you're going to recover, how you're going to stay away using those coral generators with potentially 4 seconds of recharge time. How are you going to stay away from those missiles, which are going to come at you a lot faster than that? So, that was very close. Very, very close. All right, moving on here. We do have bullets taking a little bit more damage. Those aperitifs doing a little bit. Maybe that was the vertical plasma launchers. Oh, the aperitifs coming in very, very close. Idea taking a huge amount of damage, getting a kickoff. But unfortunately, Bolus is coming away with the victory there and then runs away to the sky to make his escape, keeping himself as safe as possible. Idea down to about 55, 60% HP, whereas Bolus is still maintained a consistent level of HP there. Both players using Assault Boost to their absolute best of their ability, dropping a little bit more to those plasma. Unfortunately, it does force Idea to come out with the Pulse armor, not able to block all of the damage, but keeps him a little bit healthier than anticipated. Sun coming down on Bolus, 50% HP. The kick comes out, and it's the Assault armor into the laser drones. Coming in round 2 for Bolus _TTV. Please go ahead and check him out